ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। हरिः ओम तत्सत्। Thank you very much for joining. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, titled Observing the Armies, verse number 29. Are all able to hear?
You can also share project if you want.
Sorry, I'm very poor on that technology. Can you share or somebody else?
Let me share.
Okay, 129. वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे रोमहर्षश्च जायते गाण्डीवं संसते हस्तात् त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते। वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे रोमहर्षश्च जायते गाण्डीवं संसते हस्तात् त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते। वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे रोमहर्षश्च जायते गाण्डीवं संसते हस्तात् त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते। Word to word translation, reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, Observing the Armies, 29 verse. Vepatu, trembling of the body, cha, also, sarire, on the body, me, my, roma harshaha, standing of hair on end, cha, also, jayate, is taking place, gandivam, the bow of Arjuna, sramsate, is slipping, hastat, from the hand, tvak, skin, cha, also, eva, certainly, paridahyate, is burning. Translation by Drivangas A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shubhopal ki jai. My whole body is trembling, my hair is standing on end, my bow Gandiva is slipping from my hand, and my skin is burning. Please repeat. My whole body is trembling. My hair is standing on end. My bow Gandiva is slipping from my hand, and my skin is burning. Purport. There are two kinds of trembling of the body and two kinds of standing of the hair on end. Such phenomena occur either in great spiritual ecstasy or out of great fear under material conditions. There is no fear in transcendental realization. Arjuna's symptoms in this situation are out of material fear, namely loss of life. This is evident from other symptoms also. He became so impatient that his famous bow Gandiva was slipping from his hands, and because his heart was burning within him, he was feeling a burning sensation of the skin. All these are due to a material conception of life. We'll try to understand from this verse. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Mokam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Krupa Tamaham Vande Sri Gurum Denatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Iswaram. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnav ki jai. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Rupa Goswami Prabhupada ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktavan ki jai. So we are discussing from the chapter 1, Observing the Armies, verse number 29. So let's understand the context of this, how this chapter 1 is laid out. So this chapter 1 is, we all can dissect in different ways. We can name sections in different ways based on our realizations, because there are so many angles of vision. According to the BTG study guide, they divide into 4 sections, this chapter. So based on my study, I divide in different ways. So maybe I'm going to present that. So the chapter, verse number 1 is presenting, especially establishing the Bhagavad Dharma by using the Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. And Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport 3 kinds of significances. And not only that, it is also mentioning about how the Dhritarashtra is not only blind-sighted from physically or materially, but is also blind spiritually. And that goes on to explain how is under the influence of impious sons and dishonest. And because of that, he lost completely insights. That means the longer vision, the result of performing a certain activity. So he lost completely those insights. So that's what is also, that means it is also giving a glimpse of material nature. The enviousness, the jealousy, that is also given in that first verse, all this. But ultimately we have to draw that attention from there, all those, in the purport Prabhupada is mentioning, removing all those unwanted creepers growing in the paddy field will be wiped out. This is established already in the first verse, which means we have to understand that all these anarthas of this material nature in our heart and everywhere we see in Kali Yuga, that must be wiped out, and we should establish Bhagavad Dharma gradually, step by step. That is the first verse, that is section 1. Section 2 is giving a understanding of the leadership and responsibility, leadership and authority coming with responsibility, and how it can make advancement, it can also degrade us. If we don't perform according to the injunctions of the Shastra and Acharyas, not guided by the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, then it can degrade us, put us down in this life later on, or next life for sure, without a doubt. Lower species of life, not even human birth, for not performing, because it is mentioning Janani nasasyat guru, nasasyat pita, nasasyat. So don't become father, don't become mother, don't become leader, all these things, unless you are able to deliver your dependents. So that Shastra is clearly telling. So that's why they will be 1/6 of the karma, the leaders, especially those who are in the highest position, they have to take the karma for not following the duty as per Shastra. So that is verse number 2 onwards. It also includes the cunning and jealousy and diplomacy of Duryodhana's character. It also includes how to communicate with elders, superiors, especially the devotees, not communicate in a criticizing way. That kind of qualities must be removed from the heart. So that is coming out from the Duryodhana party. So that is our learning lesson from the section 2. Other than understanding and carrying out the responsibility of a given by, chucked out by Guru and Prabhupada and coming down from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Following that order, automatically the advancement will happen when we take responsibility along with that authority and leadership. So that is section number 2 all the way till 10 or so. Then from the section 3 onwards, is giving the indication of how to gain victory or freedom from the material modes, from the coverings of the material inabilities. So that is what is indicated by the blowing of various conch shells, especially starting from Krishna, Lord Krishna and Arjuna and other Pandavas, how it shattered the hearts of others. That's what it is indicating. So what it is indicating for us is, if you want to gain a foundation of our victory, whatever we do, material jobs, whatever we do in our life, materially, spiritually, whether it's business or IT job or taking care of the family at home, it doesn't matter what age, what family, doesn't matter. So how to come to that, how Arjuna was able to surrender and taking shelter of Krishna and his energy. So, and how he was empowered by Hanuman in the same section, continued by empowerment by Hanuman, and how the mind and senses and intelligence is controlled, how it should be controlled. Otherwise, the catastrophic effects of it we have seen in our own life. Nobody needs to tell us. We all know what we are going through. So that is the section number 3. Then coming on to section 4 and 5, we can see especially this particular section where we are in 27 onwards, Arjuna's doubts, Arjuna's not want to perform a duty, various doubts you can name in different ways. It also means retrospective analysis, especially the word used very carefully in the 26th or 27th verse, Samiksha. And Prabhupada goes on detail about it. Samiksha means whenever you see some SAM, whether it's Samprasna, Samhrista or Sankirtan, it is Samyak iti, means complete, full, perfect, various meanings are there. So that here Samiksha means the vision, the eyesight, the vision, the hearing, the transcendental vibration, everything must be with a full. Means Samiksha means generally it's a review in Hindi or in other languages also. But here Samiksha means it's much more how we are looking at things. Are we looking at like Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra externally, Pratyaksha? Are we looking at next level, realize coming down from the Acharyas, Paroksha? And then further down, it is that is understanding theoretically, receiving knowledge from the higher authorities and disciplines. But then if you go further down, then it becomes aparoksha when you put into practice. But we are not all of a sudden, as soon as you start practicing, you are not going to get into the highest stage of Krishna Prema. There is a practice, it can take many millions of lifetimes also, how serious we are, how we are executing, how much we are following. So that's why there is, after aparoksha, there is adokshaja. And there is adha akshaja, means we cannot see the Lord, understand the Lord, or his nama, rupa, guna, leela with our blunt senses. So that is number 4. And then the number 5 is, I think it is, I forget, Aprakruta, completely transcendental, beyond this material world, beyond the seven coverings of the material universe, completely spiritual Vaikuntha. That is the Aprakruta realization. That means we have to come to that Krishna Prema stage. So that's what that Samiksha can come to that level. Chapter 1 can give, so that's why I'll say this also, this verse from Sikshastakam. नाम अकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रार्पिता स्मरणेन नियमेन काल एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दूर्धैवमीदृशम् इहाजनी नानुराग. So beautifully Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explaining how the holy name, all the powers are invested in this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, are all the transcendental vibrations given, coming down from the Supreme Lord Himself. So specifically in this chapter 1, so each and every verse, it is like that. It's not just the holy name, but anything coming out from the Supreme Lord, transcendental vibrations, including this chapter 1 also. So in that sense, I am saying this. Namna Makara Bodha Nija Sarvasakti. So all the energies are included in this specific verse, each and every verse. Even though sometimes we may not see purport for the verse, that doesn't mean it doesn't have a value or it doesn't have a bearing. But it has a tremendous value, how we look at it and how we extract it from Srila Prabhupada and spiritual masters, current spiritual master, his disciples and advanced devotees and sadhus. So from this, from this specific verse, as Prabhupada is mentioning here, there are two kinds of fear, material fear and spiritual fear. In this specific instance, Arjuna, after seeing all these warriors, his own family members, he was bewildered and he was identifying with the body. That is at the external level. So now, how do we look at it? How do we understand it? What it is telling us to practice? And how we can come to the next level, as Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport, of spiritual ecstasy, of hair standing on the hand and trembling of the body and various other things he mentioned. So what it means is, I will give one liner, maybe one verse of the Astakam, and I have requested Mataji Vilas Mandiri Mata to sing at the end. A very important Astakam in this month, which gives indication from this verse connected to it. So it is mentioned, Braje Prasiddham Navanita Choram Gopangananam Dukula Choram Aneka Papa Janmadhyata Choram Choragganyam Purusham Namami. Choragganyam Purusham Namami. Choragraganyam Purusham Namami. I don't have much devotion in my heart, so I can't sing any of this. So that's why I'm requesting others to sing. So here I'm just trying to grasp the understanding given by the Acharyas, where it is mentioning about how Lord Purushottam, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, especially in Vrindavan, Braje Prasiddham, is very famous. Everybody knows, and especially his activities. Braje Prasiddham Navanita Chavarnam is extracting, especially butter thief, is stealing the butter, not just butter, but we will come to it. And then it is mentioning, and Gopangana, that means covered boys, covered girls, gopis, he is stealing the clothes and he is stealing the hearts and whatnot. And then Aneka Janma Paparjata Chauram, that means all the sinful activities, what living entities might have committed, so all he is ready to steal. Out of all the stealers, like Alexander the Great, he was thinking, I am conquering, he was going on conquering, and then he caught one person. Prabhupada explained this in one of the classes. That person, then he caught that person and told, you are the thief, you are stealing. Then he told, hold on, I am only, you are the biggest thief. You are stealing so many things, country after country, and you are telling me I am the thief. No, you are the bigger thief. Then Alexander could come back to his senses and understand he is not an ordinary person. So So in this way, that's why Chauragra Ganyam. Alexander is just materially great. But here we are talking about the greatest person in this whole Brahmanda, Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. So Chauragra Ganyam, Purusham Namami, that person, that Supreme Personality, I want to offer my humble obeisances thousands and thousands of times. So this is the most beautiful verse, Astakam, Chaurastakam it is mentioned. So we'll hear at the end after the class. So and now the point, the reflections on it is like this. So when we start accumulating things, when we start developing, why, first of all, let's understand why fear comes. Shastra is explaining this, King Nimi is asking this 11 9 yogendras, what is this illusion energy? How is this illusion energy of the Lord is acting? Can you explain how to develop the devotion, how to come out of it, especially the fear? Then they were explaining, Bhayam Ditiya Abhiniveshita Syat. When will it arise? Bhayam, the fear will arise. Abhiniveshita Syat. Abhiniveshita means when we are looking other than Supreme Lord, means not in relation with Supreme Lord. That's when fear arises. Then further it is mentioned, Ishad apetasya viparyayo asmrutihi. Ishad means Supreme Lord. Ishad apetasya. When we turn away from the Supreme Lord because of asmruti, forgetfulness, and due to the ignorance, viparyayo, turned away and then ignorance, asmrutihi. Then what we have to do? So then it is mentioned, Maya, what is it, third line, I forget, where it is mentioning, because of the taking shelter of the illusory energy of the Lord, this external energy, this material resources, not in relation with Krishna. So for that, to resolve that issue, to remove the fear, then one must take shelter of the Supreme Lord. How? It is mentioned, take shelter of the Supreme Lord, Bhaktaya Ekaya Guru Devatatma. It is mentioned. One must take shelter of the Supreme Lord with one pointed direction, Guru, through a bona fide spiritual master who is representing purely of the Supreme Lord. By taking shelter of that Supreme Lord through this bona fide spiritual master, we will be able to cross over the fear. So that is the actual, coming from the here Navayoga. Let's understand, maybe a little bit reflect on that. So maybe thought provoking. So like when you look at things, when we start acquiring things, when we start developing the absorption to the material things, let's take example, maybe a car or maybe a cell phone, especially car, let's take. If we start developing absorption with the car, something happens, somebody hits the car, there is a dent, and sometimes it's a bigger accident, one part is broken or something, or sometimes the whole car is total. So that to the degree we are attached to a particular object, from the sense to sense object, this is a gross level, this is at 3 levels though, so the gross level we are looking at. And when we have that absorption, and then in minute we lose it, it is like a balloon. To pump the balloon, it takes time. To acquire a car or you need money, we need money. To acquire things, it takes time. To acquire the material, unwanted things to what we are today is of many lifetimes. Whatever unwanted things we have in the heart is of many lifetimes together. So that means for acquiring of all these things, it took many lifetimes. So for a small, like a car in this lifetime, for a few years or a few months, we have a car, and when we lose that car, what is happening? Immediately, especially if it is an accident kind of a thing, then immediately on the spot, on that second, fear arises. Naturally, automatically. Because Bhayam Ditiya Abhiniveshita Syat, absorption and also not in relation with Krishna. That is the main point. So, balloon, as you pump it out, it takes time, it grows and grows. But to remove that air, just a small stone or something hits, immediately bursts. Immediately everything is gone. 1 second. It doesn't need much more. Same way you take a magnet. The magnet is attracted by the iron only. All the dull particles in it, all the unwanted things in it, all the impurities in it. But the magnet is not, if the iron is kept in a fire, then it doesn't attract that. When iron becomes purified by putting in devotion service, the iron becomes fire, red hot fire, red hot fire. It doesn't. There is no difference at that time. Fire and this iron. It's not no longer iron anymore. Same way this magnet is attracting. So our heart, our senses through sense objects is getting attracted to all the worldly things, not in connection with Krishna, for many lifetimes. Because of that, we are developing fear. Just like even when we enter into the bus, when we enter in train, when we enter into flight, whatever, boat, we have faith. The faith is the first element. We have faith. Otherwise, because we know the destination, end destination. That's why we have faith. We don't worry too much. Unless there is a turbulence or something, that's when again the fear comes. But otherwise, we have fear, we know the destination. But in this case, we know the destination, but we are not fully clear. All our senses, sense objects, all our navarandras, 9 holes, are not illuminated by transcendental knowledge fully. So that's why, because of that, the absorption, the unwanted things are there, then fear arises whenever small things which we are attached to, immediately fear arises at that point of time. So that's why we have to understand, and who is the biggest. So these material things. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, as it is explained in this Chaurashtakam, he is the one who is going to steal. We are keep on accumulating. If you want to really steal, if you want Krishna to steal all these unwanted things, whatever we have accumulated in the heart for many lifetimes, then with that intensity we must surrender. Chauragraganyam Purushanamami. We have to take full shelter of the Supreme Lord, gradually, step by step, slowly. Then we will be able to cross over this fear. Where again in the same 11th canto, 26th chapter, also similar verse is there, where somebody is approaching, like they have a cold and fear and darkness. Then they are engaging they are putting up a fire, sacrificial fire or fire. Then automatically their dullness, their fear, their ignorance is being removed. So same way, by surrendering to the Supreme Lord, to the process of devotion service, to the degree we are intensifying that, looking at things, each and everything in relation with Krishna on an everyday basis. It is a constant practice. Imagine, it's a constant practice. Every day when we do only, then only this can be improved. Then only Krishna can remove from our heart. Because we have to detect things. So that's why Rupa Goswami is giving instruction. How to remove it, how to come to this highest stage. Swajati ashaye siddhe swadu sangu swato vare. One must develop, one must with intensity, one must approach, one must associate, one must hear from the advanced devotees who are affectionate and compassionate, who have developed a love and devotion for Krishna and the acharyas. Sajatiya, that means more on the same platform, following Bhakti Yoga, and further than that, advanced than us. Swajati is Snigdhe. Ashe, we should inspire or look for it. If we don't have that desire, then nothing is going to happen. Same way, if we don't even understand what problem we have, then there is no way we can come to the, like if we want to earn $10 million, we have to do that. That means there should be a strategy. Every quarter, every year, this month, when you achieve that, then you can earn in 5 years, 10 years down the line, you can earn that much. So same way for spiritual subject matter, also same thing. It is a strategy and time, everything. Nama Gana Sadaruchi. So Pritita Vasati Stale. So Prabhupada is explaining all this. One who is advanced, one who wants to advance, then how he is spending time, how he is utilizing the time, then that is the detection, that is the bar. Nobody needs to tell us how we are advancing. So we ourselves can see. When we look at from Prabhupada, then we ourselves will know where we are, what position we are, where we are committing mistakes, how we can go to the next level. So in this way, Rupa Goswami is telling us, so take shelter. Before you go to the Tirtha Yatra, before you go to anything, before you do any big things in our life, we should take guidance from the superiors, especially advanced devotees and the spiritual master or his close associates. So that way we really able to come out of this fear and all other things associated with it. So that's what we have to learn. So with that, I will stop here. So any quick questions? Otherwise we will sing the Chaurashtakam. Mataji, you are there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
No, what time is it? I don't have.
7:41.
7:41. Okay, then that is the time, right time. Okay, go ahead, Mataji, with Chaurashtakam.
You want to share screen of translation?
Yeah, if Prabhu, Simesa Prabhu or whoever can, I'm very poor on technology, so if somebody can share,
Okay,
that will be nice.
let me see.
Chaurashtakam. KK songs. In KK songs,
I
you'll
will
find.
make you the host, Mataji, so that you can share.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Prabhu, you want me to read the translation?
I think I would say first sing it so that at least devotees can try to extract and grab the words and the beautiful melodious prayer from Bilomangal Thakur, and then we will go to translation. That's how Acharyas do it, so let's do that.
Can you see the screen, Prabhuji?
Yes, it is a little small, but we can expand it on our side. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's by Bilvamangala Thakur. Yeah, I'm going to sing. So, Prabhu, should I lead or I should just go and sing?
I think just plead it because otherwise time will be not enough. So devotees might be have other things to do. So let's you sing it and then we all will hear on mute.
व्रजे प्रसीथं नवनीतचौरं गोपाङ्गनानं चतुकूलचौरम् अनेकजन्मार्जितपापचौरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि श्रीराधिकाया हृदयस्य चौरं नवा
Thank you very much. Translation, so maybe, so why don't other devotees, one can pick up, unmute, maybe just take one. Yeah. Let me see. Srimad Prabhu, why don't you go ahead with the first one translation? Can I read? It's busy? Okay. How about Emma Jagannath Prabhu? No, go ahead.
I offer my respectful obeisances to that foremost of the thieves, who is famous in Braja as the butter thief, and he who steals the gopis' clothes, and who, for those who take shelter of him, steals the sins which have accrued over many lifetimes.
The second one. Emma Jagannath Prabhu.
I offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves, who steals Srimati Radhika's heart, who steals the dark lustre of a fresh rain cloud, and who steals all the sins and sufferings of those who take shelter of his feet.
Thank you. Ashish Prabhu or Mataji?
He turns his surrendered devotees into paupers and wandering homeless beggars. Alas, such a fearsome thief has never been seen or heard in all the three worlds.
Yeah. Ashish Prabhu or Mataji? Fourth one. If not, okay, next Sachi Mataji. Sachi Devi Mataji. Okay, if they're busy. Okay, Subal Prabhu, can you go ahead?
Number 4, right, Prabhu?
Yes.
Mere utterance of his name purges one of a mountain of sins, such as astonishingly wonderful thieves. An astonishingly wonderful thief I've never seen or heard of anywhere. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
O thief, having stolen my wealth, my honor, my senses, my life, and my everything, where can you run to? I have caught you with the rope of my devotion.
Thank you. Sachi Mataji.
Good, Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead.
There are also new devotees. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Yeah.
Number 6, right?
Yeah.
You cut the terrible noose of Yamaraja, you sever the dreadful noose of material existence, and you slash everyone's material bondage. But you are unable to cut the knot fastened by your own loving devotees.
Okay, your Ashish Prabhu or Prasad Prabhu or iPhone. Yeah, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, go ahead. Number 7.
O stealer of my everything, O thief, today I have imprisoned you in the miserable prison house of my heart, which is very fearful due to the terrible darkness for a very long time. You will remain receiving appropriate punishment for your crimes of bigamy. Hare Krishna.
So other devotees can also read. Everybody can read, please.
Go ahead.
Krishna, thief of everything, the news of my devotion remains
Remaining forever time, you will
You will continue to
reside in the present house
of
my heart, because
I will aeons.
I will not release you for millions
Of
of
eons. Yeah, eons. Thank you.
Yeah, the other devotees who are not read, please go with one first again. You can read, whoever devotees are there. I think, our intention is everybody should participate.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, I think Kusuma Mataji, Ashish,
Yeah.
Prasad. Go ahead.
Sri Vidya Mataji, Tanya
Yeah.
Mataji. And there is a number 518.
I think that's Mataji, I think.
Go and read.
Yeah.
Yeah, please go and read. It's a beautiful verse. Yeah, go and read.
Yeah, go ahead. I think.
I offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves, talking, steals the sins which have occurred over many lifetimes. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, go ahead.
I offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves who steals Srimati Radharani's heart, who steals the dark luster of a fresh, who steals the dark luster of a fresh rain cloud, and who steals all the sins and sufferings. Hare Krishna.
And sufferings.
Of those who take shelter of his feet. Missed another.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who is next? Please go and read what is not right.
I think Ashish and that 518 number and Taruni Radha Mataji is there. I think. Go ahead, anyone can read. If you are not comfortable position, then it's all right. You have any questions or comments, concerns, any other reflections you may have on this verse or in this from the first chapter?
I had one comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
That you were talking about attachment and fear, right? So I
Yes.
remembered Guru Radhanath Maharaj shares that, when we are attached to something temporary, we are always full of fear.
Yes.
It will be full of fear. As long as our mind is attached to anything temporary, it will be full of fear. That's what Guru. Thank you.
Thank you.
I remember it when you were explaining.
Thank you. Anybody else?